Teyvat has its own laws, and for some reason, the most pure, evil creatures are always the most innocent looking in this world. Take Klee for example. She is a literal terrorist. What makes it even worse is that she takes joy from it. You thought Tartaglia was a criminal.
Hey girly.
At least he is a good person at heart. The same cannot be said about the creatures below 5 feet in Teyvat. But I am not getting fooled. I do not trust these small creatures. And the same goes for Sigewinne. In this documentary, I will verify whether Sigewinne is worth pulling for you. First, I want to not explain a sponsor, but I want to take a bit of a detour. Have you ever heard of deep sea gigantism? Well, Wikipedia explains it as such. Deep sea gigantism, or abyssal gigantism. Abyss? This cannot be a coincidence. Abyssal gigantism is a tendency for species of a deep sea dwelling animal to be larger than their shallower water relatives. So this comes down to the fact that creatures in the deep sea become large. We can also see this in Genshin. For example, this crab right here is so hot that it will literally cook itself, and this seahorse thinks it's an electric eel, but you understand the point. They are obviously no normal-sized creatures. We also see this in non-organic things, such as Risley's huge, voluminous ship. Since the fortress of Meropide is also deep underwater, we can apply deep sea gigantism here as well. And can you see where I am going with this? Sigewinne. She also lives in the fortress of Meropide, so deep under the water. We can also apply deep sea gigantism here. You see, this seemingly cute creature possesses a horror beyond imagination. That's right, I am talking about this huge needle. Sigewinne is supposed to be the head nurse. Where did she even study? Probably, if I had to guess, in a Melusine village. This is certainly not a certified way of becoming a nurse, however, there is an even larger problem at hand, that being the fact that she is a literal different species from humans. How am I supposed to believe that she is supposed to be helping me and not using me as some kind of guinea pig? Especially since she works in the fortress of Meropide. She has a free ground to do whatever she pleases. It's super suspicious really, and that's why I felt the need to do a bit of a fact check for you guys to know for sure that when you pull for this character, you are safe and she will not backstab you or something. And I can't be the only one who has noticed that Sigewinne's needle injection juice looks suspiciously much like primordial seawater. It has to be some kind of crime in Fontaine to possess primordial seawater, considering the side effects are, well, less than desirable, to say the least. And in order to verify this, whether she is actually a capable healer worth using in your team and not some kind of gremlin that will backstab you the first chance she will get, I will now analyze her kit, and oh boy, it's actually a disaster. First of all, she just starts throwing pills all over the place. Of course, these also have to be gigantic, because why not choke your patients? This is already not going too great, but for her charge attack, she can actually hold it and release hearts. That's actually cute, you might say, until you realize that they do damage and would therefore harm the patient in question. You would think this can't get any worse until she pulls out a literal gun and starts blasting the enemies with bubbles. I thought she was supposed to be French, not American, and as a bonus, these bubbles will engage the enemy and she will send her patients right back to the prison. A water prison of bubbles. And this is actually a metaphor for the fortress of Meropide, where she can continue to torture her enemies, or maybe her patients, I should say, without supervision. It's such a cruel business, really. But that's not all. Then for her ultimate, she brings out the big guns. Literally, she brings out the biggest needle the world has ever seen, and of course my theory was right, she has evil intentions because this thing hurts bad and it will definitely bust all over the enemy and they will not recover. What am I supposed to say? I know I am supposed to convince you guys to pull for her, but I can't possibly defend this behavior anymore. This monster is guilty of using guns, literal war crimes, including human experimenting, and even literal slaughter. And besides, she is in possession of primordial seawater, which is a literal drug, and that's why I have to declare that Sigewinne's right to practice as a nurse should be revoked right now. And not only that, I strongly advise not to pull for her. I repeat, do not pull if you want to remain safe at night. What could this be? It's literally midnight. This cannot be good. I'm coming. Can I help you?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.